Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is DJ Av McCree of Trackcam BNT. And today we're going to actually talk about something. This is kind of a discussion and kind of a demonstration video. But in short, we are going to be talking about beat block. As you know, when you're a producer and you're making music and whatever, you kind of get into this rut where you just don't know where you're going to go. There's not really any ideas flowing or anything like that. And you end up not making tracks either for that day, weeks, months, years. Just depends on the person. So, that's basically called beat block or writer's block, for those who are not hip or urban. But anyways, there are ways to beat that. There are like many ways to beat that. The ways that I actually beat block are much different than most people will. I have certain things that I do, like sampling, like previous work, maybe like some old jazz or some funk, or listening to like rock and roll, or well, I don't really listen to rock and roll. I listen to heavy metal, more interesting to me. But, just listening to kind of music, and, even particular years like the 60s and 70s, kind of my favorite era of music in general, But, some people don't sample. Some people don't like to do that. Some people are like, straight up just like to get into and create like different soundscapes or whatnot, and they're actually things for people like you and it's in this modern day. So, these two things, I did not want to share because, producer secrets, I guess, and, most people would feel afraid to, but, I'm not afraid. I actually champion myself like for making other or giving inspiration to other people, because I'm all about the competition being strong, and, somebody, if they level something up, they'll bring, more likely, since I shared it, they'll usually come back to me. Most people aren't really crabs, but and then there's other things that I like to do, like DJing, scratching certain phrases or whatever, just kind of brings me into a mood to create, so, but anyways, let's talk about these two particular tools, because this is what we're really here for. So we're gonna switch to screen cam. I guess I can go to this here. What's up, everybody? So what do we have here? We're in FL Studio, and you see again. Today is an Obscurium day. Oh, wrong screen. Wow. But today is an Obscurium day. I don't know. But I've already talked about this particular plugin in general. But my main instance of why I actually got this was because I was like, if I ever get stuck in a musical rut and I'm not able to play keys, because not everybody is going to want to can play keys or do play keys. I'll have this right here as a crutch, is what most people will call it. Hey, guess what? Music's music. So for people that feel down for using certain things, I don't. So, Obscurium is a sequencer VST. I would say it's probably stands in a league of its own. I've actually already talked about this, in a full overview of how to use it fully, and then I reviewed it and kind of expanded some more. But yeah, in particular, Obscurium lets you do a lot of things. As if I press the default, you're not gonna hear anything. But if you see that, you start looking and seeing like, wow. But I'm just gonna go ahead and initialize. But the true, real reason why I bought this was the fact that I can pull up VSTs with inside of it. And when you pull up VSTs with inside of it, You get all kinds of awesome things. I'm just gonna go for Dune 2. Yeah. Then I'm gonna pull it up. Sorry. But you know, I'm gonna y'all ain't ready for syrup shower. Yeah, it's another preset pack I'm working on. But just gonna, hey, I just pull up Zay Tiki Bells. Not gonna sound like much now, but you know, it gives you instant motivation to just making sure it doesn't freeze, because yeah, I highly recommend that you get a laptop that can handle this if you're just like get an old laptop. But yeah. But anyways, you know, you can actually do certain things. You know, I'm gonna go and do some random stuff real quick. I might have to detach. Waiting. I'm gonna switch the screen cam real quick. There we go. Now the frame drops aren't too ugly. But yeah, you know, you can just, you know, select the tool right here. Just going for it right now. You know, kind of there. If you want to add some pitch stuff, I'm really not a fan of doing the pitch thing. I mean, this, you know, it's not really, you know, add some polyphony so that, you know, the chords will come out. And then add some chords, like different chords. Now, you know, since it's too fast, we can actually make it a little slower. That's actually fine. I ain't gonna even lie. That's actually kind of fine. And you see, it literally, you know, no effort, no effort. I feel it's awesome. That's actually awesome. I just can't say how awesome that is. But you know, just a flick of the wrist, and you have a melody that you can go to and use. And so, and with that being said, let's move on. And there's another tool. It is this right here. It is called Cthulhu. Now, Cthulhu is probably the best kept secret in music in general. Like, to be quite frank, I'm pretty sure a lot of the EDM cats use this wholeheartedly to make a lot of their songs. Nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with it. You know, work smarter, not harder, I say. Now, this is kind of like I don't want to say watered down version of Obscurium, but you know, it really is just like a scaled down version of Obscurium in a nutshell, where you can actually, you know, you can select arpeggiations and, you know, just go to art presets and stuff like that. And I select first art. I'm not getting any tunes. I think, trying to think specifically what you do, but yeah, you can select different tones and stuff like that. Oh, duh, because you have all kinds. All right, let's rewind that a little bit. Don't mind the fellfish there. I haven't used this in quite a while, but And essentially, you know, this is just basically playing MIDI files. You have different MIDI files that you can play. And right here, as you see, if you select the chord presets, you have all kinds of baccarals. And that's many things that you can play that you get to choose from, even to like your regular, you know, your basic scales, you know, A minor to C minor, A sharp to C sharp, B minor to D major, you know, etc. So let's go ahead and just select some of the regular. As you can hear, there's a little noise tone which you can turn off. And it's off now. Now you can't hear. Now, how is that going to actually help you? Now, where the real magic comes in, and it's actually easier on other DAWs. Unfortunately, FL Studio kind of takes a slither of an L in this particular department. So I'm just going to pull up RealFX Nexus. You know, the producer's favorite VST. Yeah, screen is messed up, but we're gonna see a couple. So we're in Loudpack, the Nexus version, for those who don't know, and I'm gonna pull it up. Available at djmccree.net. So we're in that, and wow, but we're in that, and so now how can I get this to be used with Cthulhu? So we're gonna actually do that. If you remember, certain things about FL Studio is that you can actually MIDI in and MIDI out things. This is also true with Obscurium, but I'll get into that until another video. As you know, I'm gonna use MIDI input port 2 because I have port 1 already for my sound modules that I use, my outboard there. And then I'm gonna have the output to 2. Don't mind me, I might mess up, I don't know. And I did. So Nexus 2. So obviously I'll be MIDI-ing out to 2. So you MIDI out to 2, or whatever one you want, and then you MIDI in to 2. And what do we have? Now this is where you want to turn off that freaking tone, and so now you have that. If I'm not mistaken, this sets the speed of the actual of the arpeggiation. Cool, right? The only thing about this, and you know, I'm just gonna go ahead and note that because now there's not many other reference videos out there. The only thing about that is this. Since I'm using the FL Studio as IO, it's not very accurate, but what the crap? Yeah. Now the only thing about that is that when you do create a Cthulhu, you will have to, seeing that FL Studio is kind of weird. In other DAWs or DAWs or digital workstation, digital audio workstations, you actually can take what you have recorded from here and record it into there, and it'll play, and it'll have the actual arpeggiation in there. FL Studio, you would have to buy like a certain particular thing, and I hope to goodness somebody tells me I'm wrong. Please tell me I'm wrong, so that, you know, we can clarify that and get everybody on the right foot. But yeah, now you have that. Now you have that melody. Now say you don't want arps, you want chords. And you switch the chords. And there's actually a way where you can actually just have it regular chords. So don't mind me. But yeah, you can actually set it the chords. I have no clue how. For some reason right now. I haven't played with this in quite a while. But yeah, play with that. Man. Oh. But anyways, you know, that's basically it. Those are two great ways right there, you know, for just beating beat block. I didn't think it was going to be a long video, but it ended up being one. It ended up being a trial. But yeah, that is just like one of those things. Those are two things that really are very useful. And, you know, once again, but yeah, also just keep in mind, like, when you do use Cthulhu in the FL Studio, because it's like a FL Studio thing, you have to carry that Cthulhu with whatever that particular third-party VST that you're using. It doesn't work necessarily with if you're trying to use it with Harmor, unless you have the VST version of Harmor and where you can wire it in there. The native FL Studio plugins don't wire in there without using Patcher, and I am not going to get into that because I am not good with Patcher yet. I'm studying. But yeah, you know, if you have any comments, please leave a comment. You know, I guess we can discuss this because, you know, this is a particular thing that every producer goes through. If you like this video, give it a like, please. I know people are going to complain about about my lack of knowledge on Cthulhu, which I don't know, for some reason I'm just not into. My brain isn't there on that today. But yeah, you saw the depression face. But if this is your first video you've seen of DJ McCree, please subscribe. You know, it gets better. Check out other videos. Visit djmccree.net. And, you know, check out all my social media links right there. And this is basically it. So hopefully I've helped, you know, and yeah, I am out.